Sometimes I wonder why Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, a mobile game, has so many important elements to the story. Why a mobile game? What I recommend you guys on doing if you're not playing the game, just watch cutscenes. It's simple. Anyways, with that being said, I'm Vivi and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts theory video. Union Cross Japan got a small story update. A shocking one actually. Just in 2 weeks, Strelitzia, the 5th Union leader, gets killed. But is she actually dead? Of course she's dead, dude. But wait, hear me out. You see her heart floating in the sky, right? Like her heart perhaps went to the light within Kingdom Hearts, similar to the Keyblade War. Or, think of this, did she lose her heart? And could we expect a heartless and a nobody to be born? According to Ansem Secret Report number 4, the soul is what gives your body a life, the power that drives the person. You have the soul, the body, and the heart. When your heart is released, you're left with the soul and the body. If your will is strong enough, for example, the lingering will, Terra's will, was so strong that he was able to contain all of his emotions in his armor, his mind and everything. If your will is strong to some extent, it can take over and a nobody is created. And if your heart is even stronger than that, you keep a human body instead of a dusk, for example. So, if Strelitzia's soul left her body, that means she's actually dead. But we don't know that. We see her heart leaving as she fades. Her soul could still be alive, active. Okay, but what about the Keyblade War? We saw hearts floating everywhere. They're still alive? Nobody's heartless and stuff like that? You mean? Well, my theory is their hearts went to Kingdom Hearts. Notice how their Keyblade got left behind. It's like their Keyblades are no longer connected to their hearts, so it is believed that those wielders died during the war. A Keyblade left behind is like the symbol of death in Kingdom Hearts. Like Xehanort said in Birth by Sleep, they're lifeless Keyblades. Their wielder perished. They're gone. They're dead. Whatever was left of them, their light, most likely it went to Kingdom Hearts. Ericus is another very good example. He's believed to be dead. What remained of him, his light, it went inside Terra, as explained in Birth by Sleep. And his Keyblade got left behind. Okay, he did leave his Keyblade behind, but the Keyblade wasn't lifeless. Is it wrong to say that perhaps with time, the magic that's left within a Keyblade dissipates? Hey, is it crazy to say that due to Aqua's connection with Ericus, she was able to give life to that Keyblade, despite the wielder being dead? But hey, Ericus's Keyblade was inherited, so whoever wields it can still bring it to life, if their heart is strong enough. Another thing about the Keyblade War, perhaps some of the players, their will wasn't strong enough, and because of that, their soul couldn't take over. Therefore, they died and their heart simply withered away. Now, before I discuss who killed Strelitzia, what is going on with Union Cross? I made a video going over this whole situation in detail. I'll give you guys a quick recap. There's the dandelions, formed by Lady Ava, along with 5 Union leaders which were also chosen by Ava. Chosen by the Master, my bad. Now the Master of Masters had told Ava to take the dandelions, everyone, well the dandelions only, to this realm with no tragedy. And he had instructed her to recruit 5 new Union leaders. Their names were written on paper. And this realm with no tragedy, I think it's referring to the Keyblade War. Most likely the Realm of Sleep, because Ava said that wherever the dandelions were going, they would re-experience the same events. And don't forget, she was also told to go to that realm by the Master of Masters. She could still be alive. So what happened next is the dandelions, all of their memories were wiped, except for the leaders. Strelitzia was always keeping an eye on the player who was re-experiencing the same events. For example, waiting for ephemera. Now Strelitzia apparently considered the player a friend because she was always keeping a very close eye. Due to Strelitzia's nature, watching someone for days makes them your friend. Or, here's what I think. They were actually friends in the realm of light, behind the scenes. This was never shown in Key or Unchained Key yet. So once the training in the realm of sleep was complete, well, once the world got restored, what's left of it being the Keyblade graveyard, Master Ava had told everyone to gather up at the Keyblade graveyard. Strelitzia didn't show up. So what happened? We get a scene. She can't believe she was chosen by Ava to be a Union leader. She wants her friend to join the dandelions. There's this scene. She gets struck by someone. She ends up on the floor. And the book containing the rules of being a Union leader, it got stolen. By who? This guy, Lauriam. This guy took Strelitzia's place. But why? Was he ordered to do so by someone, or was it simply due to his nature? His name sounds like Marluxia's somebody. Oh wow, pink hair, would you look at that? And and maybe that's why he's called the Graceful Assassin. All names in the Organization XIII, there's an X added and the letters are switched around. Fans had thought that Lumeria was his actual real name before turning into a nobody, but nope, it's Lauriam, which sounds pretty cool. I understand this dude has pink hair and his name sounds like Marluxia. He most likely killed Strelitzia. Okay, we get that. That makes him look like an assassin. Oh, he's called the Graceful Assassin. Huh. He's gotta be Marluxia's real form. For now, guys, it sounds like it's Marluxia's human normal form. But hear me out. I know many of you are like, what is even going on with Kingdom Hearts? What's with these characters from the present being present 100 years in the past? What is going on? Ventus, okay, we didn't really know about his background, okay. But Lauriam, aka Marluxia? Who's next? Larxene? How do we explain this? Why aren't they dead? How are they young? In Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, for example. By the time the world got restored, Daybreak Town, what was left of it, the Keyblade Graveyard, they ended up some years before Birth by Sleep, perhaps 70 years, just for an example. Marluxia, who was part of Organization XIII, and who was also the traitor. Hey, wasn't there a traitor written in the Book of Prophecies? Could this guy be the traitor? Who knows? Now, Marluxia was found by Xemnas, aka Xehanort, right? Okay, but still, shouldn't they be grandpas? Well, there's the Realm of Darkness to consider, where I think Ventus ended up. By the time he was found, he ended up in the timeline of Birth by Sleep. And since he was part of the dandelions, I think that's why Xehanort wanted to make him his vessel at first. As for Lauriam, also the Realm of Darkness? No. Here they look like they're about the same age. Maybe a bit older, but if they were found at the same time, they would both be the same age in Birth by Sleep. I'm assuming Lauriam was older in Birth by Sleep. Time travel maybe? Here's the thing. Did Xehanort even exist during that time? Remember, to time travel in Kingdom Hearts, a version of yourself must exist at the point of your destination. Now, did Xehanort exist when, let's say, Lauriam aged 10 years? Was Xehanort born? If not, Xehanort cannot go that far back in time. Let's look at a simpler solution. Are we simply looking at an ancestor? Just like Blaine, perhaps. For example, Blaine could be Ienzo's grandfather, if we go with the idea that they ended up in a timeline 70 years before Birth by Sleep. Could Marluxia have come from a family line of assassins? You never know. Maybe Nomura is trying to make us think that this guy right here is Marluxia's somebody. But dude, look at these nobodies in Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a reference to Marluxia. Sure, the way I see this is perhaps Marluxia is part of the 13 Darknesses. That's all. So what I'm thinking right now is they all aged except for Ventus, who for some reason ended up in the Realm of Darkness. Or dude, wait a minute. What if Marluxia aged 10 years and that's when he ended up in the Realm of Darkness? What, everyone ended up in the Realm of Darkness? Meh. As for Master Ava, I believe she might still be alive because she went to that same realm with no tragedy, as instructed by the Master of Masters. Don't forget about that. Many people have theorized that Strelitzia was Kairi's grandmother. The eye color automatically debunks that, right? But what if Ava was Kairi's grandmother? I keep looking back at this picture, drawn by Nomura for the 15th anniversary of the series. There seems to be a fox on Sora's lap. Could that be a reference to Ava? Could she still be alive and perhaps be shown in Kingdom Hearts 3? What do you guys think about that? Now, I know what you're gonna say, guys. She's just a grandma. Probably she read, like, books or something, and why break our heads over this theory? Why make everyone Kairi's grandmother? What's the point? There's a library in Radiant Garden. She probably read a bunch of books, like I said. But, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to theorize. But anyways, guys, this is it for the video. As usual, leave all of your questions, ideas, and thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, I've been Vivi, and thanks for watching.